We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Night Terror's Punchline Issue 2. This two-part micro-series from DC Comics in 2023 that ties into the Night Terror's event miniseries. This issue was written by Danny Lore, art by Lucas Meyers, colors by Alex Guimaraes, Steve Wands on letters, Gleb Melnikov did the cover, Ben Abernathy was the editor. That cover has nothing to do with the story and was really boring. I don't know what it's supposed to be. She's peeling? Okay, what does that have to do with Night Terrors or the story that we're looking at? Oh yeah, absolutely nothing. So the cyber Batgirl thing just sort of gets forgotten as Punchline gets absorbed into a monitor, and of course she's on the internet because comic book writers of the modern era are obsessed with the internet. Apparently they spend all their time on there. So she makes a Dungeons & Dragons joke about falling damage because, oh, check out my nerd cred. Look how hip I am from 1977. And then of course she's complaining about what appears to be Twitter or YouTube, and there's a bunch of anonymous NPCs after her. Oh no! And she calls them gray-faced Anons, even though they're sort of tan. And that is of course a reference to a popular meme for NPCs of people that have no actual thought of their own. They just sort of follow the group. So she has to fight those, and she uses a button because the block button doesn't work. So she literally just pulls a button off of the web page and hits them with it. And she's harder and faster than they are. Haha, see, she's so awesome. And they're calling her fake the whole time. Oh my gosh, it's a metaphor for something. And then the Batgirl robot thing knocks her into a video, and there's commentary on that. A reference to rise and fall video trends. Those might be completely forgotten about in 5 years, so I guess that's something. Then she sees Insomnia for a minute, and she has to face her fears of the internet and the anonymous trolls. And she hits the like button at the end. Something you should do on this video is hit the like button. So there's a lot of lame computer jokes in here. The Batgirl thing is very much forgotten in the ham-fisted messaging about internet stuff. And if you're not real into spending hours and hours on YouTube or Twitter or various other social media platforms, this is gonna be completely alien to you and probably super boring. Possibly even more boring than it already was, because there's nothing more enthralling in a visual print media than commentary on social media. This was abysmally boring. The art was okay. I think the artist really needs to work on body proportions and stop using what appear to be 3D models, because the rigid movements of people, it really betrays that you're not comfortable enough with your anatomy lessons. So the art was only okay. It was a little rough at times, but I've seen worse out of DC. I think this issue actually looked a little better than the first one. But this story was nonsensical trash. It's just somebody complaining about the internet in a very, very, very thinly veiled, whiny metaphor. And this was absolutely not worth the price. Unfortunately, I had to buy the fancy variant cover because the regular issue was sold out, so I ended up paying an extra $1 for this hot garbage. So my cover was by Dustin, Nguyen. Like I said, the cover's trash. It's better than the story, which is a very low bar to set. The interior art was just okay, acceptable. I wouldn't pay money for this again ever. Don't buy this. This is just lazy, predictable trash that we've been seeing for the past several years out of the big two. It's self-indulgent social commentary that the writer thinks is important, but very, very few people outside of their little group of friends actually cares about. Normal, healthy people do not spend that much time on the internet unless they work there, and they really don't want to read this in their entertainment. This was stupid and a complete waste of time and paper. Absolute trash. That's gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.